When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for room. It's Fafita. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll leave it with him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fafita.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Now on second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Auburn!
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and they now lead by 8. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Give to the running back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Now he's looking to throw it. Caught close to the marker. It's Kruger. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The give on the option. He's in open space downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Blade. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Good completion on the out. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. On first down, here comes this offense. They're going to take another delay of game penalty. You just can't have these types of mistakes. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Dobbs. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. Here's the pressure. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
With the catch, it's Hall. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in the middle, it's Hall. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark screens with the 1st and 10. Let's send the tight end in motion. To the air on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll try the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that 1st.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. West Virginia is just getting torched right now, and Mountain Mama, I didn't see that coming. It's one game, look, I know that, but this one has to hurt. They're trailing by 18 to Penn State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be their 1st punt of the afternoon. Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up end. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the 1st down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Dobbs. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Auburn.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll try the outside to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The sure hands, it's played. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
Auburn sent, and they'll fake it again. Uncorks it. Oh, he dropped it. Everything dialed up, and he didn't make the catch. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
To pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He missed it, no good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. They get to him as he throws. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. It's complete to the left. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to grow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 15 to Wisconsin. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Under fire. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Dobbs. It's incomplete, and they've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's third down.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on 4th down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
Hunt is on its way. Nestles it in at the 35. He gets a block. Touchdown, Michigan! Stealing a score on special teams. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football on an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers offense will go to work first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. You've got two guys covering the tight end. As a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Completes it in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Going to swing it on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
these guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Looking to throw on first down. How about this sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Quarterback moving. Let's it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Going for it all. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Use the play fake, now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Blade. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to clink.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary, guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now the pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse. And that's what happened on that one. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll just down it right there. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Might be looking to run. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it along the sideline. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Open space at the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Ain't no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Off-play action on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Sends it back in motion. Right back to the air on second and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll go to the counter. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Wolverines trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. So here comes the Michigan offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
And everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
It's complete to the right. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They've spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. Inside the 35. Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So here comes the Auburn offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. That's caught. It's played. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Tigers in the hurry up. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Touchdown Wolverines! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 18 to Penn State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here we go, here we go. pulls it and fires to the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quick completion to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They're up to a half dozen. The snap to the up man. They'll fake it. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with it.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. It's played. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Well, that kid just showed off his... for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, and that's a missed opportunity for the offense. You get the matchup you want. You take the shot. The play's there to be made for a touchdown, and he drops it.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went into half and we drew up all these adjustments, things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And I've been impressed with this defense physically. Like, their physical domination of the line of scrimmage. Just the run game has been pretty non-existent so far. And, man, when you control the run game, a lot of times you can control offenses.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. It's Culliver. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Quarterbacks work so hard on those mechanics, but sometimes things start moving fast and they get away from it.
But it does, and when you get on that back foot, a lot of times that ball's going to drift, and you're not coming through the target, so you're not putting enough mustard on it to get it to finish through your target and the ball to get there in a hurry. So all those mechanics are things you work on, but you're right. When you put a defense in front of you, it kind of changes that thing a little bit.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player.
There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pocket breaking down. It's complete on the right side. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 2nd and goal for this offense. Looking to fire. This time he's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He might want another play. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best.
Turning it on! That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's got him. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Here comes the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. All the way back to the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
5 receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Unleashes one. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Caught over the middle. It's Hall. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, it makes the grab. Oh, couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Working the middle. He smashes his way through again. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. The Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pucks it out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Touchdown, Wolverines! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Pure domination all game long. offense, whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Fires to the big fella. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Got the first down and more. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
A waste of time.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense getting set for first down. Handoff from the gun. Across the 25, he's got room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
Cut your losses.
You're right. Absolutely. Slide. Don't take the extra punishment. Just give up on the play.
Wants to fire on second down. Going for 6. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
I spent time with a lot of coaches. When you got a huge lead in the fourth quarter, they say run the football and run the clock out. And I've seen a lot of other coaches that say, listen, they get paid to stop us. It's their...
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. Get set. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the goal line. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer.
There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
This time he's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Walters. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Second down, they'll go to the air. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but...
Anytime there's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes it past the marker. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Quickly out to the tight end. Plows through the defense. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big-picture TCU. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion.
Running room in the middle. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defense is going to have to get something figured out.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking for a man. It's Houck. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Makes the catch at the 20.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, That is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. A shot toward the end zone. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
They'll run play action. Looking for the score. Reels it into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. They'll keep it on the ground. Powers through the defender. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Turning it on! And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here in the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the move, it's Callow. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
LSU trying to convert a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he will take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Butler. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Back to pass, it's Hout. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're working that left side. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Power football with the run. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him! And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Hout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Going to swing it on second down. Under fire. And as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up a block. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to run it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Defense looks as if it's coming. Back to pass on 2nd down. Wideout trying to get it in. Give him 6. Touchdown LSU. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter.
They get the score and a free trip to the ice bath after the game.
No doubt. Heck of a pass, though. To stand in there, know you're going to get smashed right in the face. I'll take the ice. I'll take the touchdown.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Houck. Grabbed in the middle, it's Freeman. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Second down coming up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Throws to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively.
Touchdown, Auburn! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Quickly complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. He makes the grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Right on the money. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Sampson. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. He's got it. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Tiger! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Looking downfield, it's Howe. He's going for it all. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Takes it the other way.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a first and goal. Gets the back moving. Floats it out in space. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to pound it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Forced out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Dropping back, it's Howe. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, TCU! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made the extra point without problem. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the deep
brings into the open. The 20, the 10, touchdown Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Makes the catch. It's Butler.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way.
Caught behind the line. It's Freeman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
The Horned Frogs line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Back to throw, it's House. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Lindsey. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Calls his own number. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On target to the left. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking for room. It's Lindsey. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And they will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Houck. That's caught. It's roped. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Complete to start this drive. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. after swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Quarterback keeper. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
There he goes. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
They'll run the counter. Jukes his way for more. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going deep. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air, it's Hout. Got his man. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Off the play fake. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got a man. It's Roach. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts.
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Rides the back on the option to give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, it's out. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And that was one of those, gotta have it. I mean, it's a fourth quarter, fourth down. We got to get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frog.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Notre Dame. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. on the move. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback will keep it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
He's brought down near the 49-yard line. First down for the offense.
And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Now they'll run the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
You've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. The short hands, it's Lindsey. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. A first down run in the red zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. And they kneel down for a second time to drain as much time as possible off the clock and set up their kicker for the game-winning field goal attempt. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. They've converted third downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out. Man, I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop. The coverage team up to the challenge as they put a stop to the return and an end to the game. How much fun was that one? mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late.